doing some exposure therapy lately for a lot of my triggers, like Maddie, touch, compliments, etc. And it's helped me grow in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
When somebody's working with us for exposure therapy, it's usually an extension of cognitive behavior therapy. And that's where, after developing a really good working relationship with the person that we're seeing, we start to gradually build in some triggering episodes. We're kind of working our way up the ladder step by step of building in small things that we can handle the discomfort with until we're working our way up to those bigger things that cause a lot of discomfort. The goal is to have that exposure to whatever the trigger is, whether it's a specific phobia, whether it's an anxiety-inducing thing, or whether it's just something that we sensorily don't prefer. We kind of gradually work those into the therapy sessions and then immediately work on de-escalating and resuming this feeling of safety and non-reaction in that space. And the goal of exposure therapy is, if you do that enough times and you really get a mastery of your ability to emotionally regulate around those triggers, eventually they stop impacting you the way that they once did. We kind of lower that threshold, lower that reactivity level so that we can kind of no longer feel overwhelmed in those moments.
It's kind of helped me better with understand Tyler in a way.
Exactly.
So she struggles more with things like accepting touch, those sort of like romantic or more intimate gestures between the two of them. Whereas Tyler, for him, that feels much more natural. But a great way of kind of meeting in the middle and working on this together, and this is how you can tell their relationship is so strong, is that she's willing to work on those things. And she's willing to kind of expose herself to things that feel uncomfortable in a gradual, progressive way, because she's able to see how important that is for Tyler. And I just think this is such a beautiful and sweet and romantic sentiment, to be willing to grow and change for another person. And I also see that reflected in Tyler when he's really present with her, right? Like, they're going and doing this tour of presidential homes because it's something that is on her bucket list. And then in the moment when she experiences a trigger, Tyler's able to reflectively be there for her, be present with her, give her words of affirmation and encouragement without touch, because he knows that that's still a trigger for her, to really help talk her off the ledge in those moments. And I just think it's such a beautiful example of people that are so clearly meant for each other and are so good at reading each other and knowing what they need. Just makes me so excited for them and their future together.